Hey everybody, welcome back to, this will be episode 2 of Warm Snow. We'll kind of see how this playthrough goes through. Also interesting, it's called Warm Snow, and I am on a build that is entirely made of ice. So if you didn't check out the previous episode where I kind of did a little introduction to the game, I would definitely recommend checking that one out first. But if you're not, you're welcome to jump in as I will proceed into level 2 and kind of see how this goes. So we are on the the path of the crane. So, oh, here's my awesome cool snow power that will basically just like slowly melt people, which is awesome. Taking that already. So one thing this game does very, both good and bad, is that they really double down on just the number of effects that can happen, the things that can trigger other things that can trigger other things. You can just see there just like how many different things I had. Chain lightning, fire, I had like fire slashing, I had the wind, icy wind from before, I had my own ice, I have my swords are all triggering their own stuff. So there's a lot that's going on here, but it's very, very cool space, and so your builds can get absolutely insane in this game. We're going to go for another passive power, just like before. Passive powers are the best powers. They're not actually the best, but they're the best because they all stack. You will always get enough of the other ones. Oh. Big golem beefy boys. They're not too bad. Here we go. Oh yeah. Just kill everybody by existing. Oh. Okay. And these are special crane rolling enemies that are new to this level. They have these little fancy headpieces, but they burrow around and dig up, so you just gotta be a little bit careful. That's the other thing, because there's so many effects happening here, and there's so much like visual noise with all the cool little effects, it can be very easy to lose track of enemies. Again, both a pro and a con to the game. I think often like the visual spectacle is awesome, and I think they're actually intentionally using it to kind of cover up for some of these more like sneaky enemies. There's actually invisible enemies later as well for the might have similar feels. Okay, so I don't want that. That's not that great. I want this. Again, focus. You need to focus on bosses. You should all be focusing on bosses, and to not take damage for 15 seconds in a tough boss fight is going to be very challenging. And the benefit to doing so is not actually that good either. Bastards. And you can kind of see, like, when they're by themselves, they're not really that much of a problem. And they're pretty easy to follow, but in a big melee, it's going to be kind of hard to track. Same deal, I'm going to go for the sword again, just hoping I get a better one than what I have. Alright, when your rage activates, you can kind of see, like, I'm just like, it's hard to actually know what I'm running into. I don't overly love this thunder damage. Oh, they're the invisible enemies. Okay, so just to show them off, you can see they have a little bit of a misty feel there. Yeah, you can kind of track the sparks as well if you have AoE effects or auras. Yep, there we go. So they're in here somewhere, and then they'll reappear and try to shoot you. Here we are. So what did we get? The Wolf King. Yeah, that's a no. It's lower rarity, and it's just not that good. There is also one rarity above yellow, which is red. I've only seen it for weapons. It might exist for the relic passive items as well, but I'm not entirely sure. Also keep in mind while you're playing, you can use both swords and the flying blades and your normal attacks at the same time. There's nothing stopping you. So as I'm like slashing or as I'm like throwing blades, especially in boss fights, you can do both. They're independent, so that can help you get a little bit extra damage as well. attracted to the art style, but over time I got more into it. Particularly some of the vistas. I really love not like the wood planks and stuff here, but like the background visuals and stuff. I think are really beautiful. There's some really amazing parts at the end as well that have this like crazy horror vibe. This is still trying to capture a little bit more of like, it's trying to capture some feel of normalcy, and that goes away. That will definitely go away. Oh, awesome. Okay, so this is the first epic we get. +1 damage for every HP we lose. Enter hatred mode. Oh. Yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing this to get 5 seconds of invulnerability to put us at 1 HP. Okay, final blow melee attack. We say wave of hatred, deals 15 damage to surrounding enemies. Also deal damage double to all HP you lost. Oh, Jesus, okay. Wow, these are... I don't think I can do any of these. I'm going to do this just to see how fast it feels. So this is my normal attack speed. That's pretty crazy. But I don't, it's so painful to give this up, but I don't think I can take it. And giving up 100% defense is an absolute death sentence. Also keep in mind that the way the attack bonuses work in this game, defense bonuses are rarer, and so when you lose that much, you're almost losing that much. Like if I lose 100% defense, I'm taking double damage, as far as I can tell. But when I get 100% increase in attack, I don't actually double my attack, because very often of other things, I have so many other sources of attack ups, that it might only, I might already have like 200% bonus to attack, so the 100% bonus is only taking me from 3x to 4x, so it's only a 30% increase, but I'm taking double the damage I was before, which is why I'm not, taking those mechanics. So just be aware that they don't always stack the same way, and the more things that stack, the worse it's going to generally be. There's definitely it's not diminishing returns specifically, it's just like a different term, but it will not get you, it will not give you the benefit that equal to the drawback that it gives you. These are the same, so it won't really matter. I do love that feeling of just like, I don't really want to go back and take care of that little low health guy, so I'll just like chuck a flying sword at him. Flying swords in general are just like not a thing you see in Western style fantasy, so I just love how represented they are here, and kind of how much they do with them. They're really cool. I'm blanking on the style. There's a whole kind of style aesthetic that I'm blanking on the name of, about kind of these like very like flowing kind of robes and capes and using crazy swords and riding on swords and all sorts of cool stuff. That almost never makes it out to the Western audiences. I couldn't tell you what she said, sorry. I have no idea. Casket. So guaranteed relic, no less than epic. How much do I actually have? 1800. This is a little subjective. I'm actually gonna save it. Because I don't think my guess is the odds of all these are gonna be pretty bad. I'll buy one. Okay. Okay. This is a mistake. Yeah. Okay. This is a mistake. This is a very expensive, like 1% health boost. The reason I'm saving it is because I do remember finding in the playthrough that I had, where I went really well, consistently I would find things in the shop for like 2,000 souls. It's like 100, 100, 100, 2,000. And I would always just be like, I want the 2,000 thing, but... Oh, this is not... I have not seen this boss before. The White Shadow. Let's try to figure out... Give him a little bit of space, try to figure out what he does. Okay, so he's... This is like more of an elite enemy boss than a... around. I'm not feeling overly threatened just because it's not a true boss, so I'm just gonna kind of go a little bit easy on him, just so we can kind of see what he can do. And if that starts going poorly for us, I will reconsider that strategy. Okay, so he uses these clones, it looks like. It's kind of hard to tell which is real and which is fake. They have a little bit of a shimmer. Ah, the real ones don't have my sword in them. Or the fake ones don't have my sword in them. That's kind of cute too. Oh, that's new. I do like how sometimes the dagger stabbing ones, the throwing ones, or sometimes they're fake and sometimes they're real. Oh shit. Okay, well, I guess my little cool blessing of the goddess got him. Okay, so this is one of those little lore drops I mentioned in the first episode. So, learn a little bit more about the world. That's pretty bad. So I'm going to recycle that. That will also unlock other kind of permanent bonuses. Sure, I think this is a really simple one. They throw this to you at the very beginning, I think, when you start out, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there's like a little bit of extra damage, a little bit extra speed. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, so these seem awesome. So I can get up to 35% damage by doing lots of damage. This will happen almost immediately, so don't you worry about that. 1.5%, 1.25% for every 50 souls. And I have 1,000 souls, so it's like 12.5% for 500. And I've got 4 times that, so it's roughly 50% increased damage. And this is 30%. This is basically 50% if I have like 2,000 souls. And this is 30% regardless of soul count, and 15% HP and 10% defense. I absolutely have to go with this. This is just so good. I need the health, I need the defense, especially later on. The bosses are just crazy. Oh, I released somebody. Oh, that's cool. Bring it here and let me forge it. Can I actually do that, or I can't actually do that? Okay. I'm assuming he'll show up in sort of the little after the boss fights. Okay. We are nearing the second boss. Yeah, they have a lot of flying killer books in this section, which don't overly, especially because they blend in pretty well with the other books, which is, you know, kind of their whole point. Okay, another pearl for the exact same thing that I already have, so I'm just gonna like chomp that away for my very, very tiny health gain. Okay, so usually the invisible enemies are near one of those crane statues, so a little careful when you see one. Usually I just kind of go hog wild when I see one, just start stabbing away, and then look for the damage numbers. Oh, the chain lightning is kind of cute too. Just reveals where they are. Okay. I should should actually pay attention to how much souls I'm actually getting from that. So, all right. Library names. Oh, yep, there they are. I don't know how the statues actually work, if they give them visibility or whatnot. I guess we could experiment a little bit next time we see one. Let's actually do that. Next time we see one, we'll figure out exactly how to do this. Okay, so there are archers in there. Just gonna see if I can hurt the statue. I don't want to kill them all, I just want to kill the statue. Ah, okay, yes, that is exactly what happens. The statue is what gives them invisibility. So now we know. Okay, so I have 19.3. So a little less than 100 souls. That's actually really good knowledge. It basically means next time I'm looking for like weapons, it's almost better to always take the weapon option than it is to take the normal fight option. Sometimes I get a little bit less, but I think in most cases you'll get about the same. And there's a chance of getting a good weapon. So. Yes, that explains why there's inconsistencies there. It's basically they can put whatever enemy type they want under those invisibility statues. Rage meters go crazy. I do really like that mechanic. It seems pretty fair. Yeah, I'd seen these ninja guys before. They're kind of jerks. Oh, okay, so that's that White Shadow was just an elite version of those little ninja dudes. Okay, so because there's no icons here, I'm assuming this is the boss. She said something about today. That's all I got for you. Sorry. I might go for this. The Sound of Murat, I remember being really, really good.
Oh, 太棒了.
Okay.
再给我更多,
yes, yeah, 100% here.
更多的灵魂.
Movement speed, attack speed passively, and then when it consumes the rage, you get phantom mode, which is just crazy. Okay, so this is awesome. This is also deceptively good, which is every time you're hit, you get a charge, and then once you get 10, you instantly recover 20% HP. The epic version of this adds new mechanics as well. Like you'll see basically as they go up to the tiers, they'll increase in basically their values, but then also upgrade the mechanics. It's actually interesting. If I get a version where I can show you a side-by-side of like the same relic, it's kind of cool to kind of look at the comparisons there. So that's a really kind of cool attribute. But this is the one I want. That is absolutely the one I want. There was a little bit of holdout that I was hoping for because I had the fire one and the ice one and lightning one. There's a relic that usually in my builds has been useless, but it does cool things based off what elemental damage you can trigger. But for this, I'm just going to ignore that. So I'm going to burn this now. Great. Fiery saltpeter. Okay, I can try it just to see on the off chance if I get an epic one.
不喜欢吗?
Oh, no. No. That is the worst. And I have no idea what blue steel does, so.
不喜欢吗?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you don't like it? Okay, I don't know why she says I don't like it, or is asking me if I don't like it when I bought it, so. But to her credit, I don't like it, because it's common. Okay, upon sheath. Deal 4 melee attacks. That's not terrible, assuming the tooltip is how I'm reading it, which is somewhat inconsistent. Okay, crit thing. Yes, this is not what I want. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste. At least I got a little bit of HP and stuff, or a few distills, but.
这就走了吗?
Okay.
妾身还有点舍不得呢.
Let's go to the boss and see how this goes. All right, let's do it. very cool aesthetic. The aesthetics just get cooler and cooler.
终于来了，为了恭候您大驾，妾身可等了好久呢。
Okay. So she portals around. She'll usually do like. Oh god. Forgot about that one. That one would be really annoying because it follows. Oh, that's a fireball. Okay. Let me play this a little bit more carefully. Should be double fireball. Oh, triple fireball. Okay. Oh yeah, and those zone just burns me. Oh god, why? God, this damage zone is just the worst. This is not the same boss fight that I did last time. This is really interesting that the boss fight changes the second time.
我快撑不住了，姐姐就要把你拉回去了。
If I can destroy
还不明白
black
吗？
holes.
这世界早已无可救药。
I wish I could pull off more damage there. Okay. Next phase.
迟来的英雄啊！事到如今，你又能够做什么呢？就和妾身一同享受这末日的欢愉吧！英雄，不要畏惧。
So.
击破彼岸之眼，削弱黑色太阳。
Fuck. I need to remember to stay kind of towards the middle. Oh god, not that towards the middle. That is the most deceptively easy to fuck up dodging point. You want to do the patented bullet hell technique of move as little as humanly possible. Just focus on dodging. So, I'm definitely playing this. Ah, I got hit. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Gotta really focus here. Oh, gosh. Yeah, dashing is so inaccurate. Gosh. Whew. I don't know if that's the end or not. Okay, good. There's the end. I cannot read that. Okay.
血盟封印启动时，我在术士里看到了群星。
I saw the stars and the spell when the blood pact was activated. They issued a decree and kept whispering in my ear to stop, 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 stop. A lot of stopping. The rest of the paper is covered in the same words. Okay, let's see if this weapon is anything. Extermination. Okay, both that damage boost, poison, don't need that. Rage gain 10%. Rampage and King Head, I don't have any of those. So I'm actually going to stick with this because I do deal a lot of frost damage and rain damage. So I'm just going to stick with this. Again, they're pretty comparable. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. So basically, yeah, any frost, lightning, or flame damage increases the damage of the other two by a lot. And then when your rage happens, you add all elemental damage to all of your attacks. So, but at this point, because I've given up on the lightning one, it's probably not that important. Do I want this? It is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna, you know what? I had this in my last build, but this time I think it's gonna be fun just to try to go all elemental and kind of see what happens. Frost damage by 60%. Gain an ice shield. Oh, that is so tempting too. But I think for bosses that's not gonna be enough. We're gonna go with this. Let's see how this goes. Okay. What? We're leaving just like that? Yeah, we're leaving just like that. Okay.
您看看，你喜欢哪个？
Yeah, we'll do that.
散场啦，下次再来吧。
I don't know what forging does. Oh, rank up attribute refining. Interesting. It's only 80 for a rank up? Okay. That is absolutely worth 80. So 12% damage is frozen. Looks like it added melee attack speed plus 3%. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know what this is. That is not what I wanted. I'm assuming it just re-rolls everything here. Yeah, definitely not what I wanted. That was a mistake. Thankfully, the end result is still okay. Let's take a look at this. Damage 15%, frozen damage. Not bad. Frost damage plus 3. Don't have any drunk effects, and range damage 26. Okay. I'm not gonna forge it. Let's go. Heal me up, please. Kiddos, there was a little bit of a teller ceremony when they kind of refill your health like that. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna heal you, or any kind of visual effect. Okay, we're going to scroll the turtle. So I'm thinking this episode we should be able to get through turtle, I'm hoping. Assuming I don't die horribly. We'll see how it goes. And then if we get there, then the last episode will be the big boss. I do love the little icy chill effects on the sides. There's a lot of polish in this game, which I really appreciate. Snow Lotus. Just gonna recycle you. I have so many souls. Feels a little wasteful. Oh goodness. So yeah, this whole area is very like mech themed. So you'll find a lot of mech enemies. Great. Okay, so I think this is what's called the spooky room. So it's it's got to be spooky. Break this up a little bit. Just don't want to get stuck on anything when I'm gonna fight. Yeah, this is a mimic, I believe. Yep. Okay. Very Dark Souls kind of mimic. Ah, gosh. But you can see that shield just like took that entire hit for me, so that's awesome. And this is great. Okay. Increase all your damage when not using Excalibur. I'm assuming this is your non-melee weapon damage, but I don't know exactly what that means. Or maybe when you're not swinging. I don't know. Um, when attacked, yeah, it's probably not worth it. I'll take this. More ice damage. I'll take more ice damage. This whole build's ice damage. Not this whole build. Most of the build is ice damage. There's one little problem. Sometimes there's a lot of like little jagged edges in this game that probably don't need to be there. So if you're sort of a level designer, pay attention to that. Like make sure that your art and your sort of what we call your kind of like your geo or like your map grid, they don't have to be perfectly one-to-one. So this is a great example here. So like why am I stuck? Like why am I stuck? So this is probably just a little sloppy, where it's like this particular little spot has like a little bit of a nub. This happens all the time in this game, but even more, this is like more of a realistic scenario, right? Where you're like, okay, this lip is actually a little bit lower down. Just don't let me, just stop me here, and just do a smooth walk here. It would be no problem if I couldn't move any higher. Like I don't get any gameplay out of that. So something to keep in mind. Shit. Okay, that's a new enemy type that we haven't seen yet, but I will go over in a sec. There's also this weird thing where you can get kind of like slow stuck. So like if I do like a movement like this, where I'm moving diagonally, where you should be moving as fast as I can to the left and as fast as I can to the top. If I do it like this, I actually stop kind of my slow momentum, which is really kind of clunky. So that's my little critiques there. Something you might never kind of like this. That kind of stuff can feel really, really bad. Okay, so these are little explodey bots. They cannot be killed. I made the mistake before. I had this freeze build, unless where I just kept freezing them over and over again. I'm like, why aren't they dying? Because they have to explode, and eventually they did, and they hurt me. That made me very sad because I don't like getting hurt.
这次
Okay.
你又想怎么取悦妾身呢？
Yeah, we'll try
太
this.
棒了！再给我更多、
Okay.
更多的灵魂。
Lightning thing. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. No dice. I'm just gonna eat it.
这就走了吗？ 妾
I'm
身
gonna
还
do
有
one
点
more
舍
of these.
不
I'm just gonna
得
buy it
呢
with the expectation that I'm just gonna eat it. Yeah, it's
不
common.
喜
So
欢吗？
we'll see if I get health out of it. Yeah, I got a tiny health out of it. I moved like that much. Which is, probably still worth the 200 souls at this point, where my build's at. So, as we are doing pretty damn well this run. See how this goes. Okay, this boss. Oh, I need to stab when he does that. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, yeah, when he's doing this kind of stompy thing, you can't really engage in melee on him. Yeah, it's all melee stabbing is a trap. Hope he shoots that. Oh shit. So just trying to get a few little hits here and there when I can. And there we go. Down goes the golem. Yeah, that's a common. There's no way it's worth it. Cheer. See if anything here seems worthwhile. That's not terrible. Well, this is just so goddamn good. I don't think I'll ever replace it. This is actually also really good too. So, excuse me. Yeah, so this is also really good. Okay, but this is what I'm looking for. Okay. I did this once in early build, and this is such a trap. It feels amazing. It's like you're always just like running around a perma rage, but it will absolutely get killed. Increasing melee damage, increases your falling sword. Okay, increasing your falling sword damage, increases your melee damage. So kind of just back and forth. Again, because this is a boss killing build, I have to take this. This will just get lost. So here we go. I lose to the bosses. I don't lose to the enemies, to the normals. This game is all about the boss killing. Oh, I love that ice move just basically. I have so much frost damage now that it basically just kills them before I even touch them. Yep. Run away. I think you can actually kill them the last second before they explode. I do like that my little aura can blow up this stuff too. Okay. Let's see. Sheath gold under care. This is tempting actually, but I'm going to do this just to show you guys. It's actually really cool. If you don't make a melee attack within 4 seconds, you do a big, powerful one. So you can kind of see what happens here. It's just like, whoop, did that work? That didn't work. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you go. See how big, awesome swing there. Okay, same level. Doesn't really matter. These little things are tied to the big monster. They stop working once that monster gets destroyed. Yeah, they... Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how they work. I might want to... Oh god, spinny turtle. Stupid spinny turtle. This is why I can't have nice things. I'm just trying to figure out how this enemy works, and it does bad things to me. Alrighty. Yeah, let's go for the elite. Can't imagine it'll be too bad. Whoa. Hey, stop it, turtle. Stop it. Nobody loves you. So that's not working. Oh, I think it's the little soldier. Yeah, I think it's the soldiers that do it. I don't think it's the big spider robots. They're just shooting mind lasers at me. That's really unfortunate. Okay. I'm actually taking this now because I have so many souls, and this will actually encourage me just to save them even more. Oh god, he blocks attacks. Oh, he's all spinny. Turtle, stop it. Okay. Yeah, of course we're going for the passive. Gotta go for the passive. Oh, I was trying to bait him. It did not work. I mean, it worked too well. Oh, that's a lot of lasers. Okay. Not really at risk, just the way how strong the builds get, but... Okay. Alright. Max... Oh no. I can't use Flicker anymore? Yeah, we are not taking that. Unclothed. Increased damage for each relic not carried. So I think that what they're referencing are those 4 things that you can equip and unequip. Absolutely not. So this is a rare situation where I actually don't want either of these, because this will give me no benefit, and this is so damaging. I can't even... if you can't fuck it, you're just going to get hit by everything, and some of the final boss hits, they'll hit you for, you know, 2/3 of your health.
这次你又想怎么取悦妾身呢？
I'm not gonna get anything. Yeah, gonna get nothing. I'm just gonna hold on to it because I get more damage based off of the number of souls I
这
have.
就走了吗？妾身还有点舍不得呢。
Alright, boss fight number 3.
命运的轮盘再次转动了，或许这就是天意吧。
Stupid old man with his fancy machines. I don't know what these symbols mean. I don't know what they do, but...
山海寒泉。
You can't knock these around, like those are invulnerable. But you can, they do hurt you, I believe, if they touch you, and they can also shoot projectiles later. But you can also, yep, there they go. You can knock them away.
轮盘再次转动吧，离激流火，余烬皆焚。
They do very much damage though, so as long as I'm like constantly dashing around, like it shouldn't be any problem. Do they hurt you if I just touch them? They do! Okay. I learned my lesson. Sometimes I have to just kind of experiment and see like, okay, does this how this works? Might just be the designer in me that is really curious about, does the sharp thing hurt you? And the answer is usually yes. Okay, nice. Breaking the crap out of this heart of creation.
轮盘再次转动吧。
This is not too bad. Take that, Heart of Creation. Shabams! Alright, phase 2. I'm glad I did not fall into that horrible hole. They'll just be like, oh, you just died. Oh man, shit's about to get real. Okay, so for this one there's 4 arms. Unlike the other one, you do not kill the arms. You just want to kill the core. Oh, I totally missed the most obvious telegraph in the world there. It's unfortunate. But I do just want to stab him so bad. Oh, goodness. But you kind of see what happens there. Damage levels get crazy. Take that, old man! Old turtle man. Okay, let's see what we get here. One of the ancient gods of depths, according to legend, is a giant sea creature with 1 head and 10 bodies. It can appear in the human world in a variety of forms, such as a young child, a grown man, a young girl, or even old women and men. The Holo.
有时是小儿，有时是男人，
Okay.
有时是少女，有时又是老
Increases damage and melee attacks to
或
frozen
老
enemies by
翁。
40%. That's pretty tempting, especially with that thing that makes them feel like they're actually frozen if they're not. Frost damage also will increase by 30%. Is that this 1 second extension on freeze? So 1 second to 2 seconds. I want to take this though, because this is triggers. So talk more often. Mutant limb. I can stack bleed. I don't have any bleed builds. Damage against bleed. Okay, critical cost. Blood, bleed, 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 bleed. I have a chance to restore HP if I'm hitting bleeds, but don't care because I'm not bleeding anybody. And a low bonus weapon, so we will not take that.
这么大的家伙，你是如何
How
准备
did I
动
defeat
身啊？
somebody? How did I defeat somebody so huge? Because I am a Dashen, or a big god, as they say. Alright, and here we are. We can see the White Lotus itself over there. That is producing the warm snow that is causing all of the problems. We are getting ever so closer to that. And here we are. It's the highest rank. Not going to do that because I'm worried about getting something worse. Same with that.
哎，您看看，你喜欢哪个？
Pick up some souls. You know what? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's try it. We're gonna
出现了一
reforge
句句
this
式。
and see
好
what
的
I get.
奴家会为公子的神兵重新注入力量，请公子稍作等待。
Okay, we'll see what happens. What is this? Frost damage plus 42%. Enemies that are frozen take 30% damage. 50% move speed. And oh wow. Okay, so that's a lot of frost damage amp. It's like 80% frost damage amp. And if I have these things that I don't think I have, Northwind Bloom and Lightning Lock, I get more. I think I have those. I do not.
又要出发了吗？
Okay. I don't think I want to roll that actually. So anyways, here we are. That is sort of the conclusion. We're up here. We have 2 more boss fights. We have 2 more left to go, so probably 1 more episode, assuming I can actually finish it in this game. Especially that last boss fight is really, really brutally hard, but hopefully we'll get there. Thanks again so much for tuning in, and we will catch you next time, hopefully for the 3rd and potentially final episode of this Let's Play through of Warm Snow.
要出发了吗？
See you then.
我看看是。